A brass instrument is an amazing combination of cutting-edge manufacturing and centuries-old craftsmanship. To make a single trumpet, approximately 130 individual parts must be painstakingly assembled and made to fit with the precision of a fine watch or the finest automobile. How long your car lasts depends on how you care for it. The same applies to your piston valve brass instrument. Something as simple as oiling your piston valves can add years to the life of your instrument, and regular oiling can actually improve instrument performance. It's not something to be taken lightly. This video will show you how to oil your valves properly and why oiling your valves matters. Here's how we recommend you oil your piston valves. Unscrew the top cap. Bring the piston valve up out of the valve casing approximately 1/2 inch. Place 4 to 6, that's right, 4 to 6 drops of valve oil on each piston valve. Return the valve to its casing. There is no need to spin the piston. Let the valve guide click back into its original position. Screw down the top cap, and you are ready to do the next piston. Repeat the same process for all of your piston valves. How often should you oil your piston valves? The answer is simple. Every day you play your instrument. Valve oil does 4 things. It lubricates the valve and the casing surfaces. It flushes debris down into the bottom valve cap. It seals the space between the piston and its casing. And it protects the valve and casings from corrosives found in your saliva. Now, some or all of this information may be new to you. Let's explore why we are making these recommendations. The space between a piston and its casing is very small, typically 1/1000th of an inch. If you were to never oil your piston valves, that small space can become appreciably larger within a few years, compromising instrument performance, including upper register response and intonation. Regular oiling ensures that the tolerances the manufacturer intended are preserved for many years. Another reason to oil your valves is to prevent staining. Very common with Monel pistons, valve oil shields the piston from the corrosive elements found in your saliva. A stained piston is a valve that moves more slowly, or worse, sticks occasionally. Okay, so you know how to properly oil your piston valves, and you know why. So what about the alternatives? Why not squirt the oil through the bottom valve cap? Because the oil is hard-pressed to reach the piston face, and you send loads of debris up from the valve cap, causing premature wear to both the piston and casing surfaces. Why not oil through the mouth pipe? Because the oil never reaches the top of the piston to flush debris down, and barely gets beyond the first valve the oil contacts. Besides, most mouth pipes are loaded with food and calcium deposits, the very stuff we are trying to keep away from the pistons. Why not oil through the slides? Actually, of the alternatives, oiling through the slides is acceptable when you are in a rush to oil your pistons, or if your students are so young and inexperienced that the recommended technique presented earlier is too complex for small hands. Make certain that your instrument is professionally cleaned if you plan to engage in this practice. Now, which valve oil is best? Most valve oils do at least an adequate job of providing fast, light valve action. There are differences in longevity and corrosion prevention, but for most players, the valve oil that came with your instrument will work just fine. Many synthetic valve oils have proven their worth in terms of longevity and protection, but always consult your local repair technician or a professional player to get sound advice. If, after viewing this video, you oil your valves as prescribed and your valves suddenly slow down, take your instrument to your local, reliable repair technician. It's likely your instrument needs a good cleaning or some simple valve service. You may have loosened up a collection of sludge in there that needs to be removed. If you have questions, consult your local, reliable repair technician for advice. He or she is there to help you and wants you to be as successful as possible. If you need to find a technician to work on your instrument, a good place to start is at www.napbirt.org. the website of the National Association of Professional Band Instrument Repair Technicians. NAPBIRT exists to give its member technicians the forums to continually grow and enhance their skills. At their website, you will find information on selecting a repair shop, as well as NAPBIRT's Tech Locator, where you can find a NAPBIRT member technician in your immediate area. If you are interested in becoming a technician, there is also information on schools that teach band instrument repair. We appreciate your interest in caring for your piston valve instrument. We hope this information is useful to you. Thank you, and enjoy making music.